Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mitchell. Hey, in today's video, I want to talk about the number one thing that turns women off. This is going to be one of those things that I had to learn this, unfortunately, the hard way. And I say that because I grew up without a dad in my life. My dad cheated on my mom, so he wasn't really in the picture when I was younger. And I had a stepdad, but I was never really around him. I never really bonded with him. So I basically was around my mom every day, all day. So I've been raised more feminine than masculine. So I've had to teach myself how to become a man my whole life. And unfortunately, that meant trial and error through relationships and then learning from my mistakes. And that's what I want to talk to you about in this video. The number one thing that turns off needy women, that turns off women is being a needy man, being an insecure, weak, needy man. So I just told you I grew up more with a feminine woman, my mom. I didn't have that masculine figure. So I fit what I was going to say and talk about in this video. So if this is you, do not be ashamed. You have to learn somehow, and you have to learn how to be a man from another man. And I want to tell you in this video, being a weak, needy, insecure little bitch boy is going to turn off any woman. So what do I mean by that? When I say being needy, what I mean by that is like over pursuing, or you're seeking her validation. Like let me go through each one of those. So over pursuing would be if you're texting her good morning every morning. If you're sending her love text messages throughout the week or the month, and it's like these big sappy messages. If you're if you're the one constantly asking her to hang out, if you're constantly texting her 24/7, so you're always available. If you pick up the phone and talk to her for an hour, 2 hours every single time she talks to you. If you FaceTime often, you're in her face every fucking day. That is a needy man. And now that might not make sense right there, but what I mean by that is like you're always trying to talk to her. So in her mind, because you're always available, you always want her attention. She's going to think that you don't have a whole lot going on. Even if you don't have a whole lot going on, we want to act like we have a whole lot going on. This is just simple laws of attraction between men and women. You as a guy, if you've ever dated a girl that's been up your ass 24/7, that's needy, that's always texting you, always blowing up your phone, it can be a little overwhelming. The same thing applies when women talk to men, guys. It goes both ways. I have a video where I say texting or the phone can ruin relationships or something like that. Basically, what you want to do is if you get a girl's phone number, all you want to talk about is setting up dates. Okay? So if a girl reaches out to you first, assume she wants to see you, set a date with her, and if it's a few days out, say, great, well listen, I'm busy at work right now. Hey, I will talk to you on Friday when I see you at XYZ. Cool? So you're like, yeah, cool. And then get off the phone and then don't fucking talk to her. Because you're creating a sense of mystery right there. But in the past, I've been with girlfriends where I would text these girls all day, every day. We'd make plans to hang out, but we would still text all day, every day. And if you don't know any better, right? If you don't know any better from like a masculine perspective, that seems fine. Women talk all day, every day. They yap. That's all women do. Yap, 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 yap. They talk to each other all day long. Okay? So if you're constantly in your girlfriend's face, you might as well be your gay best friend, like her male therapist. We don't want that. We want you to be her man. We don't want you to be her gay best friend. If you're younger, like the Gen Z, I think, like I'm a millennial, Gen Z, where you guys are on your phones a lot more than we are. I'm telling you, man, only use the phone to set dates. Because if you're constantly texting her, you're always available. You're constantly looking to talk to her. You might constantly be asking to hang out with her. That's needy behavior. I need you in my life, so I'm gonna text you all day because I want to make sure that I have you. That's what that signals. You might not think it does, but it does. Okay? Now, what was the other one? Over pursuing, and then validation seeking. Validation seeking is if, like for example, let's use this coaching business as a thing. So if I go to my girlfriend and I'm like, hell yeah, babe, I just signed up like 3 new clients in one day. Like, yeah, it's fucking awesome. Tell me how cool I am. Like, you want me to tell you how cool you are for doing something? Like, you want me to tell you how cool you are? And look, I think a little bit of support. Your woman should absolutely support what you do. So, but that was an example of what I mean by validation seeking is you're looking for this girl to reward you or compliment you with words. And we want her, you're trying to get her to praise you, essentially. That's not a manly thing to do. Women want to be a part of your life. They want to be a part of your life. They want you to already be fulfilled and happy with what it is that you're doing right now. So that's why I said it's okay to like tell your girlfriend, yeah, babe, look, I got some good news. This is what I did today. Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man. I can't wait to keep doing it. But the way you word things, if you word it in a way where you're like, does this make you love me more? Or does this make you like me more? Or tell me how good looking of a guy I am, or tell me how much you love me because of this, or tell me how much you care about me. Okay, that's validation seeking. If you're asking her to tell you something so you feel better about yourself, that is not manly to do, and women will get turned off by that, guys. I promise you, man. That comes off as, again, insecure behavior. You don't feel good enough about yourself, so you're going out of your way to make someone else make you feel better about yourself. Women want a man that know how to be comfortable in their own skin. They want a man that's cool being themselves, that's happy being themselves. That's what women want. They don't want a guy that's chasing, a feeling from somebody else because the man can't give it to him himself. So, being a needy, insecure person is number one, that's going to turn women off. Over pursuing her where you're constantly in her face. And I told you how to fix that. Just use the phone to set dates. I don't care, because I get some comments that are like, oh, I'm long distance. I don't care if you're long distance. If you can't see her in person, then set up a date to FaceTime her. That can be a date, a FaceTime date. Okay? But if it's long distance, you still have no reason to keep texting this girl all day, every day. She's going to get bored of you. She's going to go look for somebody else. And if she's long distance, if she's a healthy girl, you don't know what this girl's doing when you're not around. You don't know that. She has no reason to tell you. Same thing for you. She's never going to know what you're doing because you guys are long distance. So if you're long distance, I highly recommend that you keep circulating and you find somebody in your area that you can see often that will want to go out on dates with you and want to be in a relationship with you. Long distance dating is hard. It's very hard, man, because it's like you want like guys, we want romance and sex. Well, if it's long distance, how often do you get to have sex with this girl? Probably not often, and that kind of sucks. That especially if she's hot too. If you have a hot girlfriend, dude, we always want to have sex with our girlfriends, right? That's just what men do. So, again, use the phone. So if it's long distance, just do FaceTime, man. Do FaceTime. What you really want to do is you want to give the girl time to think about you and miss you and then talk to her friends about you. What that's going to do is that's going to make her more emotionally connected. She's going to want to pursue you. Women are designed to pursue you. So if you flip the roles around, so instead of you texting her every morning, you let her text you first, she's choosing to come to you. And if the girl's texting you first, you physically cannot be a needy person if the girl is reaching out to you first. It's impossible. I've heard people say like, don't double text or whatnot. Yeah, you know what? I don't have enough, from my experience, double texting, triple texting, like if it's in the, like if you're responding to something, I think that's fine. But if you send a text message and then you don't get a response for like 3 hours and then you send a completely different text message, that type of double texting where it's two different messages with two different things, I don't think that's okay. But if you're responding back to a question she asked and you got to break up the text messages, I think that's fine. But if you send her a text message and you don't hear back for like a couple hours and you send her another one that's a little different, like, hey, did you get my text message? Or hey, what are you doing? You're chasing her. You're not giving her the space to come to you. That's not acceptable. I hope that made sense. It does in my head. Hopefully you guys can visualize what it is I was trying to say. And then again with the last one, the validation seeking. If you're somebody right now that does fall in this category where you literally, anything you accomplish in your life, you have to tell your girlfriend about, and you have to ask her, how does that make me look, or how does that make me feel, or do you love me more because of that? You're being a real pussy, bro. She don't care. She wants you to be happy with yourself. She wants you to be proud of your own accomplishments. And if you're proud of your own accomplishments, she's going to want to be with you. So she can be part of that life with a guy that's proud of his own accomplishments. And you can share that love with her. It's okay to tell her, like, yeah, I did this thing and I'm fucking happy about it. It's awesome. Yeah, I just signed a $5,000 contract today with a new client. I'm stoked. I put in so much work because of this. Right? But you don't want to add on, like, yeah, does that make you love me more because I just did that? Does that make me a cooler boyfriend because I just did that? Don't say shit like that. That's validation seeking. You're gonna push your girlfriend or any girl away. Okay? I promise you guys. We want to be different than most men. I used to be most men, very in the feminine role, because the way we're taught today with the media and feminist movements and movies, we're teaching men to act like women. I was there, bro. I've done all that. I've done this video. I've fucking done it. This is why there's one book that I think every single man should read, and it's The Way of the Superior Man by David something. I have the audiobook of it. It's a really, really good book. Your job as a man is to pursue your mission, your purpose, your goal, be a leader, chase your dreams, and then just invite a woman along with you. Invite her along with you on your journey. Do not pedestalize this woman. Do not make her the center of your world. She should be an addition to it, not the center of it. Your business, your career, your job, the gym, or if you play sports, that needs to be your focus. If you compete in the gym and you're trying to bodybuild or powerlift, that needs to be your focus. You just want her to tag along. Hey, I'm competing, come and watch me. Okay, I'm coming. That's what being a man is like, okay? Not like, oh, well, babe, I wanted to go to this powerlifting meet because I've been training my whole life, but you know what? I think I'm gonna, instead of going, I think I'm just gonna spend time with you instead. That's a total fucking turnoff. That's a total turnoff. Okay, because you're like, oh, well, the woman's basically the man right now. The man's like, oh, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing that I've been training so hard for just to spend time with you because you're really pretty. It's gonna push any girl away. So if you guys want to get better at dating or relationships, hey, link in the description for my new book. You'll see a video on the next page. If it's for you, pick it up. Same thing with coaching. You want to work with me one-on-one, guys? Link in the description. Video on the next page. What kind of problems I help with, how my coaching works, and why it works so well. And if you think working with me fits, sign up. And with that being said, guys, hey, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, guys, I'll see you in the next one.